Vision Sports TV. Now, shout out to Combat Cat for this video. Hopefully, nobody don't strike it. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis just beat Frank Martin, okay, by a knockout. Now, we all knew that Gervonta Davis was going to beat Frank Martin, but we didn't know how he was going to do it. We just knew he was going to beat him. Most of us knew that. But it's still a good fight. Still a good test for Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is the best fighter in 135 and 140. I've been saying that. He's the best fighter out of both weight classes. Shakur Stevenson can't beat Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't know why y'all keep saying that he's not. No one's beating Tank Davis. He's the best fighter in the division and in the 140. Shakur Stevenson, he's a good fighter. He's a really good fighter. Okay, if you put Shakur Stevenson in there with Tank Davis, Shakur gonna be doing all that backpedaling and all that, jumping around and creating space and calculating distance and downloading information from the ancestors. That nigga Tank going pop him upside his head and then see where that downloaded information gonna go in. That's the fight, y'all. I'm telling y'all how the fight gonna go with between Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Shakur gonna be doing all this extra stuff, trying to create space and trying to look at all this calculations, and that nigga Tank Davis gonna walk that nigga down and knock that nigga out. But don't take it from me. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank Martin, great fight. Frank Martin was looking good, but the problem with Frank Martin is this: Frank, you're gonna have to get rid of Derek James, nigga. Because Derek James was looking really, really, really. He had you looking basic as hell, dog. And let me tell y'all something about Derek James. Shout out to Derek James. Derek James, I'm not trying to come down on Derek James. But Derek James, you be having your fighters looking basic as hell. It look like, uh, uh, what's his name? I forgot his name already. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Derek James, Anthony Joshua, Frank Martin, Errol Spence. What do all of these fighters have in common? They all look basic as hell. All of them. He don't got no game plan for them. He never got no game plan, no strategy. He didn't have no strategy for Frank Martin. He didn't have no strategy for you, my nigga. In the corner, all he kept saying was put your hands up. That's all he kept saying. Put your hands up. You got to put your hands up, son. You walking on around the ring ropes. Put your hands up. Dog. He only got two hands, nigga. It's only so many hands he can put up. He gonna get knocked out eventually, nigga. You gotta have a strategy and a game plan, Derek. That's the reason why Anthony Joshua left you. Because you ain't have never had no game plan. He battled Usyk. Damn, was that before or after that nigga? I don't remember. But that nigga couldn't even do nothing with Alexander Usyk. You know why? Because he didn't have a strategy. Errol Spence Jr. versus Bud Crawford. Why did Errol lose? Why did I know Errol was gonna lose? Because he's basic. He don't do nothing different. Frank Martin. Why you think Frank Martin and Errol Spence are in the same camp? They fight the same way. They had the same trainer. They both fight the same way. Basic. They both look the same. They both do the same thing. Jab, 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 right. Jab, jab, right. Jab, jab, cross. That's all they do. Jab, jab, left. That's it. Get rid of Derek James, Frank Martin. Get you a better trainer. You go because you nice, Frank Martin. You still a great fighter. Get you a better trainer. You'll be back in there fighting for championships. I'm not coming down on Derek James. He might be a great. He might, do something in the future. But I don't see any progress that Derek James has his fighters doing. Tank Davis, we all knew you know what you was doing. You knew Frank Martin didn't have the experience to compete with you. And you know how to do what you do to make to trick everybody to thinking that you hurt when you really not, and you play possum and then you knock niggas out. Man. Vision Sports TV. Check out my other videos. I got more to come. I'm out.